Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle, on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And that gets things running. Busquets. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play.
Messi! Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Martinez. Now it's Messi. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Messi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Great chance! Oh, that's a waste.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
No goals as yet. Koundé. Martinez. And Koundé. Fermin. Eric Garcia. Lewandowski. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And it's Lewandowski. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. Araujo. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And Araujo. Martinez. And Fermin. Pedri. And Balde. Rafinha. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Lewandowski. Balde does well to stand firm and defend it. And the whistle goes for half-time. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And the shot! He scored! And the second half is off to a flyer!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 49 minutes is number 21.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Eric Garcia. Messi. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Koundé. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Just eases him off the ball.
This match was 71,649.
And it's Luis Suarez. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Eric Garcia.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Vermin. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to get it clear again.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal has it out wide and in space. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Yamal. Luis Suarez.
2 added minutes has been
Great
indicated.
position here. Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, the clearance is short. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a
And
very
now,
good
to all
evening.
members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.